Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to make this beachy, adorable greeting card. It's a wreath with some pretty pink shells. You could add a glitter paper to the green wreath, which would be really fun. I chose to just use 65-pound paper. That cuts beautifully on my silhouette machine. You could use any cutting machine that you have. So stay with me and let's make it together. Welcome to making my beachy Christmas wreath. I've cut out all the pieces. The first thing I'm going to build is the wreath. And you'll notice that everything has a particular place that it goes into. Now the shells basically go around the berries that are on the wreath. And you can see, if you get confused, there's these two little hills that fit right into that area. And it gives it a little dimension. So the first thing I'm going to do is put the green wreath over the red berries. And yes, my paper was a little short, but I realized that when I put this together, you don't see the piece I'm missing, so I'm going to use it anyway. So I'm going to put some pop dots onto the green wreath. And I like these circles. This is the Reflections collection from, I believe it's Michael's. I also found these squares are really helpful too. I would say just use what's ever available to you. I also love the Zig pen, which I'm going to use for the seashells, because some of the shapes over the seashells are kind of skinny. So again, I'm going to line up those 2 points. Oh, I seem to have lost them. Oh, here they are. So these two match to those two. Yep, I bent my wreath a little bit, and that's okay. Now, because I'm probably going to mail this, at the end, I think I'm going to glue stick the wreath onto the green so that there's not too much weight on the card. So I'm going to put this bow on. Let's build the bow. Because then I'm going to pop dot the bow onto the card as well. And you can see that these just sort of fit right into the edge of the dark aqua. And I'm going to use this tape, sticky tape. Again, you could use a glue pen. You could use white glue. I know a lot of designers use a, it's like a glue pen that's got a tiny little tip. I actually use that for my Mod Podge. So the top ones go into position, leaving the bottom bow. And for this, I'm going to use a pop dot that's little in the middle. And I'll use these bigger ones on the outside. And the reason I'm going to put the wreath in first is because I want to be able to see the seashells around it and not under it. So, I guess I'm going to attach this now too then, just so that I get everything in the right position. remember the two little thingies? And this has the dark green shadow on the outer edge. So I'm going to put the bow in, and you can see where the green gives me the base. Okay, let's build these seashells. I'm going to sort of leave them in order. Here's my zig pen. One of the other tools I really love as well is these pinchable tweezers. So I'm going to put the tweezers on to start. This way I don't have to figure out how to pick them up. Just adding my zig glue. Onto my cute little leaves. Shells. And you can see that I made these in the coral. You could print, if you had a prettier pink or you wanted to make everything sort of blue and green, you could do all of the shells in a pretty light blue. That would be nice. And even though these are delicate, I cut everything on 65-pound paper at approximately a speed of 3 with a force of anywhere between 20 and 24. I also actually always use a manual blade so that I can determine the length. I found in the past that the auto blade sometimes doesn't cut through my paper. So I just decided to use a manual blade, and I can control, my blade depth is about 5.5. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I think I thought I knocked all my glue off. Pick that up and move that right in position. There we go. Now, looking at the original art, we know that this one goes here. The starfish has the position sort of marked out on the darker green. This shell is upside down. See the green here? Certainly you could put these wherever you prefer, but I like to be able to see the little berries in between. And I'm going to use the square pop dots to put the shells on. Just so that they're raised to the level of the bow. I could go in and I could edge colorize these or add some glitter to them. For demonstration purposes, I'm just gonna put the shells on and then put the card together. But I say there's no mistakes in art. Let your creativity be your guide. Oh, actually, I think this one should go upside down if that one's right side up. How's that? That looks better. I really love pop dots too. So then this attaches to here. And here I'm going to use my zig pen on the outside edge. Then I'm just going to use some tape on the inside. And there I go, splashing the glue again. Just going to pop that right down. And it goes onto my card, which I'm also going to do as a flat tape. This time I'm going to put the tape on the card so I don't smush my wreath. There you have it, a Beachy Merry Christmas.